So, James, why am I not generating leads?
So there's plenty of reasons why it might not be generating leads. I'd start off with the first one is a lack of branding. Okay. So try to make certain that you're building up a proper brand and being seen everywhere. People understand who you are and what you do. And I think that brand building is huge moving forward for lead generation.
Yeah, definitely. Now, what are some key things that you would recommend to people when building a brand?
Being seen in as many different places as possible. Okay. So having all social media accounts if you can. Mm-hmm. So having the Twitter, having the Facebook, having the LinkedIn, having the Pinterest, having the Instagram, TikTok if you do any videos. Having an SEO optimized website that's ranking for your brand. Mm-hmm. Just being seen in every possible way, from the top of the funnel down to the bottom of the funnel, being able to help them out in any way, shape or form related to the service and product of what they do. Yeah,
definitely. Now, one thing that you touched on was having all the social media accounts, and this kind of ties into my next one, and that is not having a clear offer. Now, if you've got all the social medias, the LinkedIns, the Twitters, the Facebooks of the world for your business, but you don't have a clear offer and you're just posting like, oh, hey, it's Dress Down Friday, or we've just had Domino's for all the staff, it's not going to help your brand. So making certain that you've got the offer and then you're posting to all the social media, that's genuinely what good brands basically do.
Yeah, another massive one for why you're not generating leads is, I'm saying build the brand and do everything. Be omnichannel, be omnipresent, be everywhere you can be and build that brand up. But you should also be making certain that you're tracking your KPIs in which platform works the best. So if you're in a certain industry and let's say you're a locksmith, you go and doing TikTok videos and doing Pinterest and doing social media, it's not really relevant to you as much. On that, you want to be being seen on PPC or ranking high with SEO. So you've got to try to make certain that you understand the offer and also understand the kind of customer of what you want. And the stuff that is working the best, you then start spending more money in those areas. People don't spend enough money. Once you understand what the winning campaign is, go and double and treble down on that, because that's the one that's winning you. So do everything, then the stuff that's working best, go and spend double, triple, quadruple the amount of money in those areas, because you should get a positive ROAS, stands for return on ad spend.
Yeah, so the next one that I'm going to touch on is being omnichannel and being omnipresent. Now, the one caveat to that is, if you're a locksmith, don't go and spend loads of money on billboard ads, because that's probably not going to help your business. Yeah. But Google's recently come out with the 11, 7 and 4 rule. So 11 different pieces of content. So that could be video, that could be blog articles, it could be TikTok, it could be shorts. 7 hours consumed. So that's by your actual customer and on 4 different platforms. So if you're able to do that, obviously the lead generation is going to become a lot easier there. People are just naturally going to trust you. They might have watched, let's say, 4 or 5 case studies. They might have watched a couple of your actual proper guides. And now they're actually like, right, I'm ready to inquire with this person.
Yeah, another big one I get coming through, James, why am I not generating any leads? And then I look at the website and I load it into certain keyword tools like SEMrush or Ahrefs, and they're ranking for nothing. Like literally ranking for absolutely zero. And they've got a website and it's not SEO'd and there's no meaningful content and they don't know what target keywords they're trying to go after. They're just writing blog posts just for the sake of writing blog posts because a business mentor's told them that that's what they need to do every day. But there's no offer, there's no direction, there's no keyword research, there's no content optimization. They've got no power with regards to like page rank distribution from like link building efforts that's coming through to the website. Basically, your website needs to be seen. So you need a shop on the high street for footfall to come past. You don't want it on the 10th floor of a warehouse where nobody's there. Try to get your website ranking for the keywords that are going to generate you inquiries.
Yeah, definitely. And then my next one is testimonials. So a lot of people, they just don't have any testimonials. Here's a little bit of a tip for you. Go and search your brand space review. So if your brand's James Dooley's Plumbing, space review on Google and see what other websites are saying about your brand. It's not necessarily just your website, but for example, if you've got a Trustpilot and it's 1.2 stars out of 5, that's going to turn off a few potential customers they might not know you as such, but they might be doing research about you. So doing stuff like that definitely helps. Testimonials on your actual own website definitely helps. Reviews on your Google Business profile definitely helps. Same goes with like Google Business reviews. If you're only got 2 stars out of 5, you might have a really good actual service, but it might just be like, for example, someone complaining saying like, oh, I went to so-and-so company and the parking wasn't great. And it's like, well, it's not really my business's fault that you can't find parking for your business. So there's certain times where you might get some 1-star or 2-star reviews by potential angry customers, and you just need to turn that into a positive.
Yeah, another big one for why companies are not generating enough leads is, I spoke about the keywords, but then on the flip side to it is the target audience. So I'll give you a great example, like Jason Hennessy, right? He's a great SEO, but what he's done is he's started to realize that for him personally, his setup, his SOPs and his processes, that him doing the SEO specifically just for lawyers and law firms, and that is it, is what he's brilliant at. So he could go and start ranking for dental clients and plumbers and electricians and roofers, but that would need all different SOPs, different marketing strategies. So where you spoke about testimonials, imagine if every testimonial came through and it was for a law firm, look at this that I did for generating more cases for this law firm. And then you're a law firm who comes along and you look at all these case studies and you go, wow, this is what I want. As opposed to someone that just jack of all trades, master of none. Yeah, I do SEO for roofers and electricians and plumbers. When last time you did any for lawyers? Oh, I've not done any for lawyers yet. Well, maybe you're not an expert in the market. Try and think of a target demographic and a target audience and drill down into that. It's like we downstairs for soft services, we do quite a lot with regards to playgrounds and sports pitches. We realised that not working for residential and domestic clients, because we're VAT registered and a lot of other reasons why we don't really want to work on residential and domestic, but us working for schools, colleges and universities, there's funding, there's grants, they pay the VAT and everything else, and they're generally bigger jobs. So that for us, that's who we're targeting. So understanding your target demographic is very important.
Yeah, so the next one for me is competition. Now, again, SEO's become a lot more difficult and a lot more, maybe not time consuming, but it costs a lot more to actually rank. Same goes with PPC, same goes with Facebook ads. Like, we've spent hundreds of thousands on marketing throughout the several years. And I remember probably about 4 or 5 years ago when we were doing Facebook ads, it was way cheaper. It cost us about £5-6 to generate leads. Now it's probably double that. And again, it's more so down to everybody else is spending. So if you're kind of stuck in your ways and you're like, I used to generate 50 inquiries a month and now I only generate 10. It's like, well, it's probably because you're not spending enough and the competition's kind of caught on to what you've been doing.
Yeah, and another big one for why people don't generate enough leads is to do with not investing enough money. So they're saying they're putting photos out, but the photos that they're putting out there or the pictures they're putting out there aren't very good. The videos that they put out there aren't very good. What the deliverability of the messaging, they're not getting in front of the right demographic. At times you might need a video editor to create great videos. You might need a graphic designer to create put a nice border or put the branding onto the images and stuff like that of what's being done. So when people are seeing the image, they're seeing the brand or the logo consistently. They might need a social media manager that's going to share it. The social media manager that does it day in, day out, knows exactly what platform performs best, at what time as well, and on what day performs best. Like, you want someone to be very granular at knowing, but you can't do that unless you invest in the money and get a specialist in to run the social media, to do great quality images, to do great quality videos, to have someone that actually SEOs your videos as well. So doing the right tags, choosing the right meta title, putting the right description in, trying to embed it in on as many different places as possible and trying to get that traction, maybe running some YouTube ads, getting a PPC expert to run that account properly. People don't, I don't really want to pay 10% on top of my ad spend for someone to manage it. Well, you're going to get click fraud. You're going to get the wrong type of keywords being put in. You don't have a negative keyword list. You doing SEO yourself, but you don't know how to optimize content, not paying for the right SEO tools. It's an investment. You've got to try to start understanding that you need to put money in to get these quality leads, and then you're going to get a positive return on ad spend or return on investment. People don't realize the amount of money that they do need to spend to take the business on to another level. And that's probably, in my opinion, the biggest reason why people are not generating leads.
Yeah, I think business owners just don't sometimes understand this. Like, you could be speaking to one of the best dentists in the country, and they might have spent 15 years perfecting that, but they've went to university to be a dentist, not to be an actual marketer. So they might be really good at teeth whitening or straightening or whatever, right? Or checkups. They might be the checkup king, right? But they don't know how to generate their own inquiries. So again, marketing is a skill in itself. Like, being able to scream and shout about your brand and being seen in the right places takes years to do that as well. So the last thing that I want to touch on, and we've kind of slightly brushed past this, is case studies. So actually having the correct case studies, kind of similar to testimonials. But if, say, for example, you've just done a driveway and you've maybe done a pressure washing job, making certain that you've actually got videos of that on your social media, on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, and making certain that people are actually seeing your really nice jobs.
Yeah, I think the big difference from testimonials and the testimonials can be great, saying, they did a really good job on my driveway, right? Or we win so much work from case studies. And the testimonials are good for building trust, but the case studies, the reason why we win so much work is because we rank the case study and the images and the videos of the case study. And what we have so many times is a head teacher come through to us and say, I want what you did. I want that job. So see that design that you did, I want that exact design in our school. Yeah. So what it does is it showcases the previous jobs of what you've done and allows them to say, that's exactly what I want. So for different businesses, the case studies can be one of the biggest driving forces of lead generation.
Like, I've just recently done this as well, going back and forth with a staging company, actually an AV hire company. And he's sent me through a load of previous stages and backdrop setups. And I'm like, I want that stage, but this backdrop and these TVs. And it's like, right, okay, yeah. Now that you've actually said that, I'm like, yeah, that does make sense. Because it's like, that stage looks really nice. It's high up. And then that TV, I think it's like called an LED panel. Yeah. So yeah, I think doing the actual case studies and actually having, in some cases, it's not like AV hire, it's not a serious state, like a visual product or service. But for example, if you're doing kitchen remodeling, if you're doing driveways, if you're doing any form of like playground designs, like if you've got really nice videos and really nice images, you'd be surprised to see how many people would come through and be like, I want that specific design.
Yeah, because it's crazy. The amount of people that put reviews and testimonials under the same bracket as case studies, they are completely different. In the fact that you definitely need the reviews and the testimonials for trust. The case studies is, I want that.
Yeah.
So it's good. I'd wrap it up with the biggest, the number one reason why people are not generating leads. And they go, why am I not generating leads? Kazra touched upon it. A dentist is great at fixing teeth and teeth whitening and doing all the things of what they're good at. A roofer's great at roofing. But generally speaking, the easiest way for you to generate leads is go and use a professional lead generation company. So over at fatrank.com, we do lead generation throughout the UK for many, many different businesses. You do need to qualify. It's on a no-win, no-fee basis. It's a commission-based lead generation service where you don't pay anything for the website, the content, everything that we're talking about there. We generate you the leads, and if you convert the leads, you pay us a commission out of the profits, and that is it. If you do not qualify, there is many other lead generation companies out there. Go out, Like when we're saying to be omnichannel, go out to 4 or 5 different lead generation companies. Don't just rely on one to start with. Go and get them to track their KPIs. Go and see what return on investment you're getting from them. If you don't get a return on investment, stop using them. Just like you would if something's not working, you'd stop doing SEO with an SEO agency. Exactly the same rules applies with a lead generation company. But the lead generation company will start to generate your leads. So if someone's asking me, why am I not generating leads? Because you're not teaming up with the right lead generation company, is the final kind of piece that I'm going to touch upon there. But you let us know, is there anything else that you think we've missed in this video? Leave a comment on the comment section of why a lot of businesses cannot generate leads.